an attack in Syria, and we had 3 great patriots terminated by bad people. And not the Syrian government, it was ISIS. Syrian government fought by our side. The new president fought by our side.
Are Islamic State attacks on the rise in Syria? Last Saturday, an ISIS gunman killed 3 American soldiers and a civilian interpreter in the Syrian city of Palmyra.
There will be a lot of damage done to the people that did it.
The gunman was later found to be a member of Syria's security forces, who was due to be dismissed for his extremist views. The ambush made headlines as the first ISIS attack on US troops since the fall of Syria's former president Bashar al-Assad. But it's not their only attack. Back in the summer of 2024, the US Central Command warned that ISIS was increasing its attacks in Syria and Iraq and trying to re-establish itself through sleeper cells in the central Syrian desert, the group's former stronghold. And in June of this year, ISIS carried out a suicide bombing on a church in Damascus, killing 25 people and wounding 63. After Saturday's attack, the Syrian Interior Ministry said they'd warned the US about potential ISIS attacks on their forces, but that these warnings had not been heeded. In its wake, security experts are asking just how many ISIS members have managed to infiltrate Syria's new security forces. As Syria's interim president Ahmed al-Shara distances his forces from their jihadist past, attacks from ideological hardliners disillusioned with his new moderate leadership are even more likely in coming months. This surge is coming at exactly the same time as the US is looking to wind down its military presence in Syria and hand over counter-ISIS operations to Syria's new government. It's already drawn down the number of troops in Syria from 2,000 to 1,000 over this year. And during Shara's recent visit to the White House, Syria officially joined the US-led coalition against ISIS, a sign it's preparing to take over those security responsibilities in the country.
We're trying to make sure that there's going to remain peace in the Middle East, and Syria is a big part of it. The new leader is a strong person, and that's what you need. This is a rough part of the world.
But before withdrawing fully, the US wants to finalize a deal that would integrate the Syrian Democratic Forces, a Kurdish-led paramilitary in northeast Syria, into the country's new military. The SDF were America's closest ally in countering ISIS during Syria's civil war, and still control a quarter of the country's territory in the northeast. But despite signing a deal to join Syria's state institutions in March, talks have stalled over whether Kurdish forces will join Syria's new military as a bloc or individuals. As a minority in the country, Kurdish forces want to join as a unit to protect against possible sectarian violence. But Syria's new leadership fears this could weaken the central government and stoke further divisions. The lack of progress is a major obstacle to Syria's new military becoming the kind of professional force and reliable partner that would allow the US to pull the rest of its troops. But it's not the only obstacle. Syria's new leaders have sought to rebuild the country's security forces from scratch over the past year. As Shara tries to consolidate leadership over a fractured country, he has been cautious to fill senior military posts with trusted loyalists from his time governing Idlib, rather than the most qualified candidates. At the same time, the pressure to quickly establish authority over the country has weakened the vetting process and performance standards for new recruits. The resulting lack of professionalism has helped fuel episodes of sectarian violence against the Alawite community on Syria's coast and the Druze population in the country's south. Still, Shara is eager to integrate Syria's minorities into the new state and prove that his government is a reliable military partner against security threats in the region. And the Trump administration largely supports him in doing so. The US president reiterated his solidarity with Syria's leadership after the attack.
Do you still have confidence in the Syrian president?
I do. I mean, this had nothing to do with him. This is a part of Syria that they really don't have much control over. It was a surprise. He feels very badly about it. He's working on it. He's a strong man. And no, this had nothing to do with the Syrian government. This had to do with ISIS.
And US envoy Tom Barak said the ambush only reinforces their strategy to enable capable Syrian partners to hunt down ISIS networks and prevent their resurgence. While the US may be ready to hand over security tasks to Syria's new government, Shara's forces may have a long way to go before they can meet those demands.